Hello, my name is Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the operator's owner's manual of the Vector cp1. That is a rather rare item. The firearm is not made for a long time. Back then, as I was stuck in Switzerland, I had two of those firearms. They had their problems. They had in USA a safety recall that basically did kill the whole Vector business. Those firearms were mainly made in the apartheid in South Africa towards the end, and somehow they got into the Swiss market. Also the Beretta 92-ish version that they did manufacture, rather expensive guns for what they were. And anyway, I'm not gonna go too deep into the history on this video. I just wanna show the rare manual. So we see on the front the rather roundish style of that firearm. On the back side we have some more information where that company was located in South Africa. How they are nowadays in 2023, I don't know. If that company is still around, maybe regrouped in a different name and all that, I don't know. Since that time as that firearm was made, South Africa did go downhill fast and deep. So anyway, so we have here some congratulations. Always if you buy a firearm, congratulations, that is well done. Then we have here some more stuff. And I'm not going to comment too much. I just want to have the video on the manual on the video, so in case you ever have one of those rare firearms, you actually have the manual too. Here is something to comment. The gun came in a nice polymer box that was not usual back then. Had two cleaning rods. One was for the barrel and one was for that special system that they used for the recoil, for the action. It's basically similar to Heckler & Koch squeeze cocker back then, that got relative hot under the barrel fast. Anyway, magazine based on the Beretta 92 design, and so you could interchange magazines. That was a good thing. Now unfortunately the items were not 100% safe. They would sometimes fire by itself. We see there some more information. We see that part that I mentioned here, that you need to clean out under the barrel with that special tool, like a reamer. The recoil spring was wrapped around the barrel. The slide was really nice machined, rounded off, so the whole gun was nice, rounded and ergonomic, not like a Glock or something. It was completely the opposite of a Glock. Back then that was unusual. There was also for the German market a blank fire version that, as best as I remember, wasn't made in South Africa. That was made in Germany, just as or in Europe, like a license made version. I never had one of those. I did not deal too much with blank fire arms, just with the real deal. bit about how to hold the gun. Recoil was not bad because of the ergonomics, because the bore axis was relative low on the gun. Because the barrel was fixed in place, you had no like a Browning tilting barrel locking system, so that made the recoil a bit more than usual, but it was not bad. Again, Beretta 92 system magazines with a rounded off shaped bottom. You could made or alter relative easy Beretta 92 system magazines, and the ones with the side magazine button that is about here, not the lower ones. The older ones did not work in that regard. So yeah, nice gun. Of course, back then leather holster and all that, so that maybe led to the safety problems as well. Who knows? Kydex and all that modern stuff was not that much around back then. To disassemble, simple and easy, similar like a Walther PPK system in that regard there. So relative easy. You just had, of course, a stronger recoil spring because no locked action, so you had to pull back quite a bit. It had also no striker. I did not mention that yet. It did not have. It wasn't a striker fire design, but a hammer fire design, as we see here by decocking the hammer. Apparently the hammer could get, or the internals could get hurt if you dry fire it with the slide off. Again, magazine, they had two different lengths of the magazine bottom mainly. So now we come towards the rest. By the barrel had a hole, so a part of the gas could escape to lock the breech in a way a bit longer, that the slide wouldn't open too fast. Again, similar to the Heckler & Koch P8, P7, yeah. Yeah, it's all a long time ago by now. We have 2023 and long gone. Somehow nobody made that firearm in a newer holster, in a new version or something. I just see they actually had a holster for it as well. Never saw that. But yeah, and the left hand magazine release, they were pretty good for back then. If that thing only would not have any safety problems, it would have been really well. But unfortunately they also did not move to USA for manufacturing, so they basically had no chance. It was the same like with the original SIG factory. They did not want to move to USA and manufacture in USA for the main market. For me, it was clear that I have to move myself to USA to be on the US market. There is no way you can ignore it and just stay home and finish. That is not good. So we see here some more details. Wanna quick point that out. We're gonna bend that. So we see the barrel, simple design with the hole that is stuck through that metal part here, where the rod here came then in the front into it, so you had the hole in that part through the barrel to that part here, providing gas on that rod there, so that the slide would not open as you fire until the pressure is down. A usual system there was another South African made pistol that used that system, and yeah, we have the recoil spring. The slide was really rounded off, nice serrations to cock. You didn't have any forward serrations. Then the frame, polymer frame, was rounded off really well with that triangular looking magazine button. The trigger guard was big enough, maybe a bit less for gloves, but it was big enough for a pocket size gun. We have the internal hammer here in his part that got pinned there, and the trigger assembly here, a simple design, but somehow for whatever reason the drop safety was not working too well. I just see they did not have actually a firing pin safety. Actually there is one, yeah. It's a bit small to see. Here is the firing pin safety, but maybe that did not work out as well either. Anyway, it's been a long time, and we all did move on to different designs. The Vector pistols are relatively rare in USA. I think of those were imported a couple, but the 92 version that they did in different variations did not come to USA too much. So I did think I wanna quick make a video about that rare operator's owner manual. So that much about the Vector cp1.